Hi everyone, myself Diksha, and this is my task 9.1C. And in this task, we have to deploy our app and to add and sign out feature. And here are my code files. First, I will explain the code files, and then I will show the interface and the working of the interface. So here is the app.js file. I used React's use state to track whether the user is logged in or not, and if the user is logged in, I render the home component. And if it's not logged in, then I enter the entire login or sign up page based on the is login state. After that, here is the css file for app.css. After that, my next file name is home.js. Home.js is the main dashboard page, and that the user sees after login in. It has professional top navigation bar. Here it is, navigation bar. I added many options. I added many options in the navigation bar, such as dashboard, users, report, setting, and help. And we can further add the links into this. I haven't added it now, but in the future we can add the links so that when the user clicks that button, it will show the link connected with that. And after that, there is an account drop down button. Here is the account drop down button, and in this account drop down button I added the information that the user entered, that is their name and the email. And uh, after that, here is the sign out button, and this button takes the user and redirects it back to the login page if we sign out from the home page. And next one is our login dot. Here is the index.js, and here is the login.js. Login.js handles the login form. User can log in using email and password or using Google sign in method. I use Firebase sign in with email and password for email login, and sign in with Google function for Google login. And error messages are also displayed if the login fails, and messages are shown on the successful login. Here it is, my whole code. And there is also a link which switch up to the sign up page as well. I think here is the link that move to the next sign up page, and for that here is the signup.js. It's used if the user doesn't have any already existing account, then sign up page is used to create a new account on the Firebase. Basically it handles the new user registration, and users enter their first name. Here it is. The users enter their first name, last name, email, and password, and then the confirm password as well to match the password. And when a user signs up, it create a Firebase user with email and password, sorry, and update their profile to include a display name, and it stores the document in Firestore using create user doc. And in this also success and error messages are displayed accordingly. Here is the full code. After that, we have our user.js, and it's a very simple file. It's just a simple component that generates a set of fake user cards using Faker library. Each card has an avatar and a name. I also used Faker in my interface. I will show after this. And at last, here is my Firebase.js. It contains all my Firebase configuration and utility functions. And that's all for the code. And now let's move on to see the how my interface will show. So here is the interface, and it shows the login page. This is my login page. So this is my login page, and first we will, before entering our credentials, we will see how this page works. So there is two columns about email and password. If my email is already registered in the Firebase account, in the Firebase authentication part, then it will log in successfully, and I will enter the home page, that is the dashboard that I created. And if my email is not registered, then it shows an error message. Let's do both for now. And below that is sign in with Google option. It shows all my Google accounts, and in the very last there is in line says don't have an account, sign up. And that's, if I click on the sign up word, then it shows another page for sign up, and I have to enter my first name, last name, email and password to create a new account. So first, let's enter wrong credential to see if I'm able to log in or not, and then I will enter the correct one. So if I enter my email and I entered wrong password and login, then it shows invalid email or password here. And now let's add the correct one credentials and his login. Yes, so that's how it's open my home page. Here I have all the options: dashboard, user report, settings, and help. I haven't attached any link to that, so these are just for show only. But here is an account drop down, and the name and email that I entered, it shows that, and it can be changed if I signed up with another name or name or email. And that's welcome, and my name that I entered. And these are the I created this explore users part using Faker library, and this is the sign out button. If I click this, I will redirect it back to the login page. So if I click that, here I am again. Now let's sign in with Google. If I press this button, here are my all Google accounts. I'm signing in with this ID that is already present on my laptop. So, hey, I changed the name. So here is welcome Devanshi Sharma, and on the account part here, here is also the name and email ID also changed to which I used to log in. Again, here if I press the sign out button, I will be redirected here. And let's create a new. Now let's change the name. For example, I wrote the name Jack, and last name is Sin, and email is jack at the rate this, and the password is 1 2 and confirm password is 1 2 3 4 5 6. And if we register, then we again entered our home page, and if welcome user, it shows welcome user, and here in the account it shows my name and the email that I entered. And also here welcome, here it's now showing welcome Jackson. Maybe that's an error. Before it's showing welcome user, but now it shows welcome Jackson, the name that we entered. So that's all for my. Before that, before ending the video demonstration, I would also like to show about the Netlify. um Actually, as we have to use the Netlify, we have to deploy our app. So I used Netlify. This is how the website looks like, and I will quickly show what steps I followed to uh, use this here. Yes, here. This is my part deploys. Yes. What I did was that, yes, here. As you can see, there is a another folder named as build. So we have to run a command named npm run build, and after that it builds this folder, and this folder contains the html and css file. Here it is, html, css, gss file, js files that is used. And we have to submit this file to the, yes. Now here in the Netlify, I uploaded the build folder and it creates this link. It was the name of the link was different, and then I got the domain management, and here from the options I edit the project name. When I click this button, I changed my link name to the author user platform .netlify.app. We can change the netlify.app also, but it's a paid one. So as a student, I just want to try out this feature, so I use the free one and only change the project name and not the whole link. And if I click this link, it will directly open my this React app. Here also you can see, here is my app from the VS Code that I opened directly from the VS Code, and this one is, the link is also different. You can see the name of the link, and it's from the Netlify app that we have to use, and this one is localhost dashboard. So I think that that concludes my task 9.1c, and thank you.